Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast.
I'm a zero pro guy.
I did it, yeah. I ran a marathon.
You only crank screw?
Am I the town hero?
3 laps of that are just. Hey guys, Shop Talk Podcast, episode 46.
What's going on? How do you want to start it?
Sorry, I had a loss.
You can't tell we're shooting from the hip.
Yep. No,
Not really,
No.
because we have a sponsor that we have to bring up.
Sponsored episode, chock full episode of AOR, Dustin Dohrn, the Carbide Podcast guy. If you're on your way to Heydays, just sit back, relax, and listen to us debate about ZRTs, XLTs, and Formula 3s for the next 3 hours.
3 hours.
With 3 different guests on the phone.
No, I'm just kidding. Probably not 3 hours.
No.
Yeah, it's going to be, we're going to listen to how sweet Formula 3s are for the next hour and a half, I suppose.
We'll probably learn a thing or two about them, though.
Yeah.
I don't know much about them, actually.
Yeah, me either. They're fast.
That's what people on Facebook keep saying.
Yeah, I have read one before, and they are fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But, before we get into it, we have a sponsored episode. Mike Brudos with Brudos Spray Foam Insulation. If you're looking to have your barn dominium or ultimate getaway cabin insulated, call Mike at 608-632-4454. Providing closed cell installation throughout the Midwest, Snowbelt, and beyond. He will travel for the right job. And I think he's kind of located down in like the La Crosse, Wisconsin area. So like almost like right across the border from Dohrn's.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, he's just a snowmobile enthusiast that listened to the show and wanted to sponsor a few episodes. And he'll actually be at Heydays too.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that'd be cool.
He'll be sponsoring all of our little thrown together Heydays episodes and everything too.
Okay.
From a Heydays episode. So yeah, thanks to Mike and Brudos Spray Foam Insulation.
Yeah, thanks.
We appreciate it.
Freaking awesome.
How cool is that?
It's awesome. It's so cool.
Somebody even from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And we like 7 hours away from us too.
He wants us to bring him up on our show, and it's like, this is just wild that people want to do that. But yeah, thank you for everyone that sponsors. It's awesome.
So I think Vince was actually like needing some spray foam done.
Me, yeah,
You?
me too.
Oh,
yeah.
you too?
Yeah.
You got the right job. He might travel for it.
Well, it's not very big. It's
True.
Same size as this garage.
Oh. But I had to look up what the closed cell installation is, and that's just like spraying in between the 2x4s, I guess.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't know what I was even talking about, so I had to look it up.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, thanks, Mike. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So also Woody's Traction Products. Use the code SHOPTALK10 for 10% off and free shipping off your Woody's Traction order.
Yep.
Did you use it yet, Kyle?
No, yeah, not yet. I'm still, got to figure out what I'm going to run this year for tracks and stuff like that. And then the order will start to pile up.
Your favorite Woody's product?
Well, it kind of differs. So I only use a Woody's stud because of the angle, the ice pick.
Yeah.
And then I'll only use like CNA carbides or, like Woody's CNA carbides.
Yeah.
But there it varies, like depending on the course.
Oh,
so,
sure.
You can't put a definite favorite thing on. I'd say probably the studs.
Sure. Yeah, like the 30 degree
30 degree
Eliminator series.
They make the sharpeners for the 30 degrees.
Yeah.
So like if they need a little touch up,
Mm-hmm.
with a little drill, puts a nice fresh edge on them.
Oh, yeah.
They're nice.
Yeah. I think that's a question I'm going to ask our guests too.
Oh yeah.
Because they're Austin and Dohrn are both Woody's guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Carbide Podcast guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Woody's guy too.
Yeah.
Everybody in here is a Woody's guy.
Yeah.
I want to know from Austin Leeck is if he uses T-nuts.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those ice oval tracks, they still use T-nuts.
Yeah. I was doing a little research on that, and I was like, I'd probably just switch to a 1-inch track.
Like Brady's tells me stories of them still using T-nuts and just being a kid and just blistered fingers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I'm glad we don't have those anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, we got 5 minutes. So we'll see you at Heydays. Sit back, crack an ice cold 1919.
You've been going hard on the 1919s. Or is it just when I see you?
Yeah, it's just when you see me. Every couple weeks in here, I'll have one.
Okay.
But
It's a celebration.
yeah,
drink.
celebration. We got episode 46.
I'm not saying the name of it because it's like an Ellen DeGeneres thing and Oprah Winfrey thing. But yeah, these are freaking good.
Never had one.
5 calories. Not saying the name of it though.
But so we'll be at Heydays, and I even printed out a map here before we get into the phone call with Austin here. So we'll be at the Sidekick Snowmobile stand. Shout out Brady Dyrdahl, Jody Dyrdahl. We'll be at their booth. BF5.
BF5, boyfriend 5, bro 55.
So like if you're at like the Skidoo, Yamaha, Arctic Cat, Polaris booths, just walk literally straight to the west, like
So
1.5 blocks.
Right on the main drag.
Yep.
Golly.
And you'll be right there.
That's prime real estate.
Yep.
You'll see shirtless Kyle up on the table.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how many people want to see that, bro.
No. What? The weather for this week next weekend
looks perfect.
looks absolutely awesome. Like high of 65.
Yeah, that'll be nice. It won't be 95.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect.
I think, was it hot when you were there?
Oh, yeah, it was hotter than balls.
The Dickens.
Yeah.
The Blazing Dickens.
Yeah. Last year was nice.
Last year was nice. But don't pull a Brody move and buy a bag right away.
Yeah, because I had to carry that backpack around empty the whole day. It was the first thing I did. I want to buy a backpack when I'm here.
Yeah.
Bought a backpack, and I was just wearing it. Empty backpack for 13 miles of walking around. This thing is just, it's rubbing in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
So, come find us. We have no idea when we'll be doing the shows.
Yeah.
No idea at all as of right now. We'll put it out there on social medias, like maybe Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we'll do the first one at 10 o'clock, half hour here.
9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever. Yeah.
Half hour there. We'll see. Not any set schedule by any means at all, but we will have Shop Talk merch there. So hit us up for merch. DM me or Kyle or Brody if you're there and you want to meet us for some merch. Right, Kyle?
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, we'll be at BF5.
Yep. Well, not the whole time.
Not the whole time. We will be wandering.
Like we'll be there. We'll do our thing, and then we'll go wandering around again.
Look at all the cool stuff. See if I can't find a musket, and then we'll go back for another half hour.
I mean, we got 30 acres of swap to walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to walk it.
I'm looking for a mounted muskie.
The hell is that?
Like a mounted muskie.
Okay. I thought it was some type of aftermarket part for something. No, you just want to.
Yeah, maybe a sword or something would be sweet.
I'm looking for a musket, so yeah.
We can get into that with maybe Dustin or after everybody on kind of what we're looking for at Heydays.
Well, 30 acres of swap meet, but I guarantee that you won't find your pistons that you're looking for.
No.
No, I guarantee you not. No. I'll have to take a picture of the part numbers that we have just to make sure.
Just in case.
If I do spot something out of the ordinary or random. But no, I think we're looking for a ZRT, like a 01, 02 ZRT hood.
Hood?
Yeah.
Just keep this one nice.
Yeah, keep this one nice and then find one that we could kind of cut all up and everything. Like cut the back out of a little bit to let some more air flow through. And then cut like a bigger brake duct hole into it.
A Snow Pro has ducting like that.
Will it fit though? I don't know if
I don't know
fit.
that the belly pan would, but if you're going to chop it up,
yeah,
you can make it fit.
But I did see somebody on Facebook advertising a few hoods, and they said they'd be at Heydays if they still had them. So it's not super crucial, but we'll see if we find one or not. So yeah, thanks to the Sidekick.
That's a sweet hat, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about this hat, Kyle. Here, shout out Steve Dohrn gave me this hat like 2 or 3 Pine Lakes ago.
Okay.
What year?
77.
Really?
Yeah.
Brody, I told you that. I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
I was going to see if you noticed too.
Yeah, you said, let's see how long it takes him to notice this hat and then see what year he says it is.
Yeah. 77, like below the Articat.
Yeah.
Usually they were embroidered like cross country team, ice oval team.
Oh, really?
Something like that. Yeah.
I think when Steve gave it to me, I think he said it's not an original.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
it's like
Aftermarket
a
one.
remake.
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty cool. And I just found it just today when I was searching through a pile of hats and whatnot.
Same.
Oh, the Fox one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was on the rack, but it was just buried on the rack.
Shout out VS3.
Yeah.
I have like 4 hats, 5 counting my cowboy hat, so I don't have many to pick through.
But you're thinking about one of these.
I'm thinking about buying a new hat.
Yeah,
the white really looks sharp.
White
I like
and
that.
black and black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do look sharp. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll get ALR on the line here. Get him to plug his Heyday's spot, what he's got going on at Heyday's.
Yeah, we have to buy our own merch. So we are part of the people.
What is going on?
ALR, how is it going? You're live on Shop Talk Podcast with Kyle and Brody and me.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Austin,
Hello.
what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just doing a little photo shoot out in the yard with the Skidoo and the Polaris, kind of comparing them side by side because it's the first time they've sat on the ground next to one another. So,
Really? You were just sending us a few pictures that you got the Skidoo all stickered up now, or what?
oh yeah, yep, it's pretty much 100% done. I'm just missing one sponsor that I locked in last night, but other than that, it's like 100%
Nice.
shackled up.
Sweet.
Oh.
You'll have to send me a few pictures, and we'll put them in the video feed right now, so people can kind of scroll through them. Or else they will see it at Heyday's as well too. But
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Austin, before we get into it, your favorite Woody's product?
Part number CSD-5060. That's the 10-inch comp bars.
Oh,
Right off the top of my noggin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starts off with the part number.
Yeah.
That's his favorite part. You can tell.
The comp bar, but we're round bar guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 10-inch. Yep.
Well, you can use Shop Talk 10 to save 10% off and free shipping next time you order a set.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that are going to use the code already. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you run out of your allowance, use that code, Austin.
Okay. Mark it down. Shop Talk 10.
Yep. Nice.
So Austin, how long has it been since you've been on Heyday's?
20. Oh, man. I don't know. I know I went 2019, and it was either 2021. I think I went 2021. Yeah, because we missed a year because of COVID, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, 2021, and then that next summer, my wife was pregnant, and then last year I had my kid, and just it was a lot to align,
Mm-hmm.
and so this year, since 2021, so I'm excited to get back.
Have you ever brought a sled there to put on display at all?
Nope. I've only been those 2 years, and it was just like with a group of friends. Like a group of 8 of us, we went out in 2 vehicles and got an Airbnb, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I just with the Polaris and the Skidoo, I wanted to go out there again, whether I had a booth or not. And then when I had the opportunity to get a vendor booth, I just capitalized on it. It was like a no-brainer just to put the sleds on display for sponsors and get to see sponsors and Facebook people and all that. So should be a lot of fun.
No, heck yeah. You're kind of in the same booth as like the Nelson Racing guys, or?
Yeah. So Ryan Nelson, he had reached out to me, just asked me questions on Polaris triple stuff because they're building a sled for Pine Lake.
Yep.
And was just asking me some general questions, like what I did with like specifics with what I did, and just got bullshitting with him. And he's like, "Hey, if you're interested in some vendor booths, I have 2 extra." So kind of pondered on it for the summer because I wasn't really sure where I was going to be at with the Skidoo build, and that was really the only reason why I wanted to go out there is to put that on display, and obviously my Polaris. But so then it was like a month ago, I committed to it and found an Airbnb fairly close, and yeah, it worked out. So it'll be me, my trailer, and then I'll have my buddy Heyday helping me out there because you can't really do one of the shows on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be helping me out, and I'll be parked next to Nelson's, and I think Bunky's over in that area. So if you've been to Heyday's before, they have that same spot usually every year. So
yeah, I want to say, looking at the map here, it is NE6.
Yep, NE6 is the booth number.
Yep.
And I'm really excited.
Is Tim making it? Is Tim making it out?
No, he had planned on it, and then he had a wedding that he couldn't miss, so he's missing out.
It'd be fun to Dad and Tim would probably have some fun partying at Heyday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they did. They had a little. They had a fun time together in Eagle River.
Yeah. So you're gonna have the Polaris there, the Skidoo there. Are you bringing parts and stuff, whatnot, to sell too, or what are you doing there?
Yeah, I have some shelves in the corner of the shop that have a bunch of miscellaneous parts on them that I don't think I'm ever going to use. Like a ton of extra stuff that I bought just in case something catastrophic happened. But I mean, I'm kind of trickling her down, so I'll have some parts for sale. I know I'll have I have that set of Jaws pipes I'm gonna have for sale. See if I can get rid of those. Those are my original Blue Bomber pipes. If I can sell them, that'll be cool. If not, no biggie. They're wall hangers. They're chromed up, so someone will use them eventually someday. I don't know if he wants them.
I don't build Polaris triples.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh.
Well, they're not for your favorite XLT. They're for the K3.
Yeah. So it's you're in the right direction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you probably already know that though.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just thought of a business venture you could do while at Heyday's. You got your blue sled there that everybody loves. Like, charge people like $10 and they can sit
to rev it up.
No, they can, I was just even thinking they can sit on it. You could take a picture of them.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I had them both out in the yard on the grass, and I was debating on whether or not I was going to put them on race cans, like Sunoco 5-gallon pails. But I mean, you don't even get that true effect if they're on the pails. Like sitting on the ground, people that aren't really familiar with them, they don't understand how low they really are. But if they're on the ground, then people want to sit on them, and I don't really want people sitting on them. But
yeah, unless you charge them.
Yeah.
No, I don't even want that. No, maybe I'll. Well, I mean, I haven't even ran it since Kinross. Like, it last ran on the Kinross property. We brought the Blue Bomber home, and I pretty much took it all apart and oiled the shit out of everything and threw it in the trailer. So it has not ran since Kinross. So if I start it there, it's gonna smoke like, it'll be a big smoke fest for a little bit. But I don't know if I want to do that just because I know it's gonna sit for so much longer. And if you start it up and you don't get them super hot, it just creates condensation. So I don't know. I got to think on what I want to do with it. But that would be cool to have people pay to rev it up, take the belt off of it.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. There's an idea there. You could do something with that. Yeah.
Oh, I bet you'd have the Heyday's people kind of coming over to you and like shutting that down pretty quick.
True.
It's literally the loudest snowmobile I've ever heard. So, like, it goes 3 into 1 right into that can that has like absolutely zero packing in it.
Yeah,
just echoes.
But the Skidoo is just coming is the chassis done? So it's like a complete roller chassis.
Pretty much. I have like some steering components that I am having custom made that I'm waiting on, but essentially like the back half of the sled, so the tunnel, taillight, tunnel enclosure, snow flap, ass pad, all like taillight, and fuel tank, like from there back is pretty much 100% done. I have the front end together, but I don't have, like, if you stop by and see it, you'll see that I have like jam nuts on everything. I don't want to use nylocks until I have, like, I'm going to finalize the front end, but it's all bolted together in pretty much, it's set at 45 inches. So it looks close. There's just no motor or cooling or radiator in it. Because, well, part of this trip is going hand in hand with the pipes. So Sunday evening at Heyday, we're going to drive to Greg Atkinson's and drop it off at trackside so he can start working on a full custom set of pipes for it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Oh my gosh. And those are like off like old Skidoo factory race pipes that you're kind of going off of, isn't it?
Yeah. So I have the factory race set of pipes. So they're like 10-2 pipes, but when I bought them, the gentleman that was selling them, somebody cut the stingers off of them. So what I was planning on having him do is just put stingers on those factory pipes and then have them exit the same exact spot as whatever new pipes he's going to build. And I'll have him build the stingers a little bit big. And then one of my sponsors, Craig Kuby Machine and Welding, he's going to make me multiple insert sets so I can go down, so I can neck the stinger size down. And I'll do that on both sets of pipes just because you can get more power out of them when you neck them down, and you have some adjustability there between, because you don't necessarily want to run the same exact pipe in a half-mile track as you do at the Sioux, because they're longer poles, and if you got the stinger too tight, it will ruin your day pretty quick at the Sioux. So that's my plan, is to be able to have some different stinger sizes done, and then when we dyno it, we can kind of get a feel for where we're at with pipe temp and all that.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's coming along. I'm pretty excited about it.
So like, we teased you on a few episodes back that you've been working on this thing like literally all summer.
Yep. Well, and last year too, but
yeah,
like it's not like it's not like my Blue Bomber where you go buy an Indy and you can bolt pretty much everything onto it from wall or whatever. With how the steering is, like everything's 100% custom on it. There really isn't a used rivet in the chassis. So, I mean, it's basically ground up, like race restoration. I didn't really want to cut any corners on it, and certain things have to be built or made before you can progress any further. So if you send a piece out that you need made, that you can't really proceed any further on the build, and that piece takes 2 to 3 weeks, whatever, or longer, like you lose time exponentially when that all adds up. And like with how many custom pieces that are on that thing, it just all adds up little by little, and you can only take small bites out of the build at a time. And that's essentially why it's taking so long. If I had everything custom made for it, and had it in my hands, I could build it in a week, but it's just, it's not easy. And there's very few things that are just purchase parts, bolt on, ready to go.
Kyle, could you imagine that ALR is doing all this work to essentially make like a museum build of an old sled, but he's actually going to race it?
Yeah.
Like,
that's the way to do it.
Yeah. And I'm, with how like lightweight everything is with it, I see myself like racing it 1 year and potentially putting it on a shelf. Depends on how successful it is. Like I don't want to put ourselves in the situation where we go out and we're embarrassing ourselves. Like, and then we say, oh, well, it's a learning year, yada, yada, yada. Like I'm hoping that we can have a good winter. My plan as of right now is to have it 100% drop on ice ready by Thanksgiving. Because there was 1 year when we first built our sleds, we were testing, the day after Thanksgiving, out on one of the private lakes that are near us. And I just want to be 100% ready to go for when the lakes freeze over. If I got to drive like to the UP to go test, I'll do that. But I don't want to show up like what happened at Eagle River last year, where it's the first time on ice is taking the green flag, and That's why we missed our setup. We missed our setup by a decent amount versus the year prior. I mean, we were going 5 or 6 miles an hour slower at Eagle this year than what we were the year prior, just because our setup was off. And I had changed a bunch on the sled. I had different pipes and heads and different CDI boxes and forward carbs and all that. So it was just kind of like a guessing game, and they didn't give us a heat race or anything. They just put us into a final, and it was like, okay, it is what it is.
Well, you could drive all the way over to Pine Lake and get some definite testing time in if you wanted.
Yeah.
I could probably do that. I work from home. I could need to stay at your house or something, because I don't want to get a hotel for a week. But
for sure. Yeah, we could arrange that. That was a question I had for you, Austin. Like, what is your actual job? Because you send us some weird Snapchats where middle of the day
I'm working while I'm getting Snapchats.
Yeah. No. So I'm a project manager for a company that sells and installs conveyor systems to Amazon. And at this point in time, with like the phase of where we're at with Amazon, is like we have like 100 sites, Amazon sites, where their last mile they deliver Amazon packages to your house. So like you see those blue Amazon vans, maybe not up where you guys are at, but like in the cities, you see those blue Amazon vans. Like chances are packages that are in those vans are coming from our equipment at an Amazon facility. So, like at this point, like we're doing a lot of retrofit work for Amazon, and a lot of our sites are West Coast, so they're 3 hours behind, and we can't work on site, and like our working windows are from like noon to midnight, and that's 3 hours behind. Sometimes my day doesn't start till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm answering emails, phone calls till 3 a.m. So that gives you a little backstory on how I can do some things during the day and get the build done. And it's really helped me out that my dad's retired now, because it's like, hey, you want to go work in the shop for a couple hours, in the middle of the day, and he's not working, so he can come help me. And it's been really helpful, since like we're building custom things and I need a third or fourth hand.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
No, that's how me and Dad do it. We're both laid off he's retired now, and I'm laid off in the winter, so we're both in the garage wrenching every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes your time go by so much better when you have an extra person, and you're not just, because there was a lot of times where I was just working by myself until my dad had retired, and that gets old. You get burnt out, and it's not as fun.
Kyle, that's how you're kind of doing it.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah,
we're pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, spend time with the kid after work, and then I go, after she goes to bed, work on the sled for a little bit.
Yeah.
Just slow.
And you're doing it by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel for you there. That's tough.
I don't have to answer the phone for like Jeff Bezos or anything like that. So
No, he's not part of the picture.
Oh, you haven't talked to Jeff Bezos?
Oh, no, not at all.
Well, he's not even part of Amazon anymore.
What?
Yeah, no, he kind of retired from it.
Oh, he sold out?
Yeah, he's not the CEO of Amazon anymore, isn't he?
Oh, I guess I wouldn't know.
I have no idea. I'd report to people way lower than him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just getting jacked, and he's on a yacht with a super hot young chick. Like, that's all he's been doing for the last year, I'm pretty sure.
Good for him.
Yeah, no, it is good for him. Yeah.
Any calls from Elon Musk lately?
I was going to ask Kyle about how the triples coming. I had heard on one of the previous podcasts that you picked up that, I don't know if Jeremiah Johnson had it, but that X1 sled.
Yeah. That's the one my brother's going to run. So he's been slowly picking away at that thing, and it's ready to go now. He's just waiting for ice. He had to fix a couple things on it and switch up some stuff. Picked up a different hood for it, so we were going to run just a normal Firecat hood so we don't beat the crap out of that other one. But, it sounds like it's going to rip. But
I don't know what you've been told, but this year, actually, Gunner, you might have been in the trailer with us between races, or you remember Rob Mason and Zach Mason? They were helping me out a little bit on Wednesday at the Sioux.
Yep.
The snowcross guy. So Rob used to work at Articat, and he was a part of that original build. I don't know if Justin Winter raced it, but Rob had a hand in building that, or was a part of that sled. And he was telling us that he was going to buy it if Zach could get permission to race it, because back in the day when they ran it, that thing was doing like 100 and I want to say Rob said it was like 125 down the straightaway at the Sioux. So the thing does scoot. Like it has history to be fast. And if I remember the year that Justin Winter was on it and leading the I-500 with it.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So it's gonna be interesting. Like we're just giving everything like a once over. Got mufflers welded on it this week, I guess. My brother did. So he said,
did it just have straight stingers?
Yeah. So he welded them little wall mufflers on, or I think they were jaws or something like that. But he managed to fit them in there. He said it's really tight, but they work now. So, but
yeah, I can't wait to see how that thing's going to do. It's going to be pretty fast for you, I think.
Yeah. It the clutching is pretty different on how it's set up right now, but Mel Winnie was the guy who set up the clutching on it, and
oh yeah, yep, I had heard about it. It's got the dual spring roller sector.
Dual spring, and then it's got a multi-angle helix in it it's pretty strange, but it's for the dual system, dual spring. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gonna give out those angles?
No, I will not.
No, you don't have to get the angles out. But Rob was actually trying to talk me into doing one of those on the Blue Bomber, and he was saying that you like no matter what the conditions are, you don't even have to adjust to it. It just works in every situation.
That's what
which is kind of hard to believe, but
and they say that it like the way that it backshifts is like crazy. How fast you can shift it all the way out and then it comes right back, but then you can fucking shift it all the way out again.
Really?
So like if you let off, it'll close, and then you open it up again, it'll open right back up. It's kind of weird how the helix works. If you looked at it, it would make sense.
Yeah, I haven't got to look at the sled yet at all. I would like to look it over.
Yeah, and then so the pipes were made. They were one-off set of pipes, and the guy never wrote anything down when he was building the stuff. But the guy who built the pipes was the guy who invented the pipes for Mercury snow twisters back in the day. They're a hydroform pipe, and that's what these pipes are that are on it. And he got out of it for a little while, but here recently he's starting to get back into it, I guess.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so like if we have any questions about that kind of stuff,
sure.
He's doing it again now, so it's pretty.
That's what those Skidoo pipes are. They're hydroform.
Yeah.
They were like done in Austria, I think.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
What does that even mean? Hydroform?
Water.
Like so they form them and
I don't know how
they run water through them to test them, or what the hell? I have no idea. I've never heard of that.
I don't know how they do it. Do you have an idea how they do it, Austin?
I don't know. I've never even seen a video of it done. I don't know. I really don't know. But they are really clean when they're done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
looks so good.
Like when you cone weld a pipe, it's got a bunch of different angles. Well, when you hydroform it, it's just smooth.
Oh,
really?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
weird. Yeah, something I'll have to look up maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Huh. But you're gonna have a bunch of ALR merch there as well, Austin?
Yeah. I have 3 different style hats I'm gonna be selling. I have koozies and I have some stickers, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have like my dad's attic is full of a lot of jerseys that I've had throughout the year from originally racing for Eckerts through Cataracts and then like my own deal. So like from 2014 on, I have like every year I've saved jerseys. So I know that I'm going to be Spencer with SHOPTALK said he was interested in getting his hands on one of those jerseys. So I'm going to bring some out that I'm willing to give out to, I guess, a select few people. Maybe I know there's one guy that wants to buy one from me. So I'll do that. And I really don't have a whole lot other than that. I just more or less want to show the studs off and drink some beer and BS with people and have a good time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You got any busted up windshields?
I was just going to ask that for you.
So the last time I was on, or the very first time I was on, I told you guys about that whole cataract debacle where I wrecked the sled with like 4 laps to go at the Sioux.
Yeah.
I don't have the windshield from that, but Greg did give me the steering post as something to remember. Because it's been up pretty good. I have some old number plates from the sleds.
That's even better.
Yeah, I have number plates. I'm in the shop right now. I'm just looking at some of the stuff that most of that stuff gets thrown behind the TV. I did have a broken 21 windshield. I did have one, but I think we had a dumpster here not that long ago. I think a lot of the junk that was broken ended up in the dumpster.
God dang it.
Kyle's wiping tears from his eyes right now. Here and
Kyle, I can definitely get you some a number plate, an old number plate. I have like
only if you're
them.
willing. Only if you're willing.
Is it for the backdrop of the pod or is it for your house?
It's my personal collection.
You can give the shop talk something too.
Yeah.
Okay.
In our group chat, Austin calls us STPC.
STPC. What?
Shop talk.
Oh
podcast.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Shop Talk STPC.
STPC. Yeah, that's what it is.
But yeah,
First time I read it, I was like, huh?
I know, me too.
sounds like a disease.
Well, okay, Austin, if you want to hold for 1 minute, we want to bring Dustin Dohrn in because he said he had some Formula 3 questions for you.
Okay.
No.
So just hold for 1 minute here, and we'll get Dustin merged in and get that rolling. Okay. Get Dustin Dohrn calling here. Okay, hang on. You don't have to touch anything, Brody.
No, well, I might.
No.
Hey, how's it going?
Shop Talk Podcast, please hold.
You called me.
Okay, Dustin, are you in there?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, Dustin, we got ALR on the phone right now, and you had said you had some Formula 3 questions.
What's going on, pal?
Yeah, I do have a couple questions, and I don't know if you want to give away any of your speed secrets, but yeah, I guess I can just start it off with why you decided to do a Formula 3 mod.
Well, it started out, this sled that I'm building was the same exact chassis that my dad had raced for Cataract back in the day. And I have some older videos from back in the day that are pirated. They were VHS tapes. But Jeff Kipmiller and my dad on one of the Cataract sleds, they were going like 126 miles an hour at the Sioux. And we've like throughout the history of my childhood, my dad always talked about how fast the Formula 3s were back in the day. If they could just get them to handle right, like nobody was touching them. And so when the opportunity came up to get my hands on the same exact sled my dad had raced, it was kind of like a no-brainer. And I thought, we pretty much have got everything we can possibly get out of the Blue Bomber here, and really not much to gain. And I thought, if we can get this Skidoo right and get it built and get a good motor in it and a pipe package in it, with a wall skid, like I know we can get it to handle. And so that's kind of like, it's got sentimental value, and I really want to like break the 120 mile an hour mark at the Sioux. It's kind of a high goal, but I think it's achievable, especially considering they were doing it 30 years ago.
Yep. So you want to break the 120 mile an hour mark with a Skidoo, not a ZRT, right? Just to verify.
That's Skidoo. Yeah, that's the Sioux.
Yep, not an XLP, Nothing green, nothing red, but purple.
No. Yeah. Yeah. The fastest we had my blue sled going was out on the lake one day. We had it going 117 on the GPS. And I was like, okay, well, that's pretty much all we're going to get out of it. Because that was just a day dedicated to doing 13-second pulls from 30 miles an hour. And there was nothing left that we could do. And then we got up to the Sioux and it would only go 115. And I'm like, well, that's not going to win us races. So
yeah, only 115 out of this one.
Well, that L&D sled too, and they're right at the weight limit, and it accelerates really hard out of 3 and 4. And after watching the video from last year, like if it would have went 15 laps, I think it would have been a pretty close race. But like I just have my blue sled handling so well that I can make up a little bit of mile an hour loss with the Sioux. But if I can just get that speed out of the Skidoo at the Sioux, then it's definitely a possibility to get in there in victory lane.
Dustin, did you go buy those pipes yet that I sent you?
No, you know how hard it is to buy a set of pipes that are $600 when you can buy the whole sled for $600?
Yeah.
So what pipes are you talking about?
It's a set of Decker pipes.
Yeah, I saw those. So you got to be careful because there's some fishy with that. The gentleman says he doesn't have flanges. He says they take stock flanges, and the stock flanges are like ball flanges, and the receiver on that pipe is straight. It's not for stock flanges. So there's something going on there because I looked at them.
Oh,
well, all right, that's a good idea not to buy those then.
But if you're wanting to buy a set of pipes, I have been told that the Jaws pipes that are made for that Formula 3 are really good. The only reason why I haven't gone with that because I didn't want to get the sled into Canada because I don't have any ownership to get it across the border, and because they have to custom make them because the motor's lowered. But for a stock, if you're not lowering the motor at all, I would definitely pursue that route because I think for $1,200, those Jaws pipes, they put out some pretty good power from what I'm told.
Yeah, the only problem is that $1,200 thing. That's things that, like I said, I just actually bought another Formula 3 in '97 for $650, and I'm like, I don't know how far I want to go with these things before it's just I got a $4,000 triple that who knows how long it's going to make it.
Yeah.
You're a lot better at that than I am.
Yeah.
So
I just buy it.
So you got 2 now or 3 now, Dustin?
Well, I got a little story on the one, actually. I just messaged a guy a week ago, and then it was one over by Madison for $650. And I'm like, it looks like it's pretty straight. It's probably worth the money. And I got a friend over there, Jacob Tanner, and I just messaged him, and I'm like, hey, any chance you can go look at this thing for me? He's like, oh, yeah, I'll actually be driving through there. So he went and looked at it, and I guess it was really nice. And the guy's bragging about how he babied it his whole life. And it's just this prized possession Formula 3 that he took awesome care of. And so Jacob bought it for me and then threw it on the trailer. And the guy goes, well, what's your buddy going to do with this thing? And he's like, well, he races. So I assume he's just going to beat the shit out of it. The guy just looked at him with a blank stare and was super pissed off that he said that. That's all. Yeah. I got 2 of them now. So one might become parts if I need it. I got a couple. That 95 that I bought, the belly fans kind of got somebody put one of those the license plate. They riveted on the side and then it eventually cracked a little bit away from it. So I want to put a new belly pan on it. I'm looking for a windshield and then a seat. This one's really nice, so I don't want to wreck this one racing.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But for all that stuff, it's almost cheaper to buy a whole nother sled than try and walk around Heydays and negotiate with a bunch of guys for parts that they want way too much money for.
Yeah, 100%.
You could get lucky with some people wanting just off stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so I'm going to wait to take the parts off until after Heydays. Let's see what I can find up there.
Yeah. That's one thing about Heydays is it seems like everybody thinks their stuff is worth gold now, for some odd reason.
Not me. I'm fire sailing everything I bring. I don't want to bring anything back.
Yeah. Well, That's one thing that Thomas Snow Sports, they put on Facebook. They were selling tunnels and bulkheads, Articats, for $100. I was like,
just to get rid of them.
Instantly bought 3 of them. Mm-hmm. So I got 3 tunnels and bulkheads to pick up down at Heyday.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to run out now.
No, it was like that should be a PSA on, like, if you want to sell a product, put a sellable price on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'll be gone.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was stoked on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that I didn't sell down there last year was all the stuff that I wanted to keep that I had like a really, higher than what they sell for.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that because you might find somebody who just has to have that part for that amount of money.
Somebody needs it more than I do. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, I got this cool set of pipes that are they're endo pipes, but supposedly they're for like a 73 player Starfire. And they're all like cone welded and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I don't even have a 73 player Starfire, but I have these pipes.
Yeah.
I was like, these things are so sweet. Yeah. I just had to have them. Yeah. I'm never gonna use them.
Yeah, that's the definition of a Heyday spy. Like, oh, that was really cool.
Yeah.
And then you come home with a bunch of stuff you're never gonna use.
Yeah. The green track you bought last year.
Yeah, the green track. How sweet is that? I just had to have that. It's still in the same spot where I set it.
You got anything else for ALR then, Dustin, or we'll let him?
I do have one more. So what year did you say yours was a 95, Austin?
Yeah, it's like 95 and a half, I think, or it's like a pre-production.
Yep, that like prototype year where they made like 400 or something of them or whatever.
Well, this one's a little bit different. Like the 2 chassis that I got were hand built in Valcourt. They weren't like the pre-production 95 and a half that was sold to the general public. These were purchased directly through the City Race Department. So they came from the factory with that, with the engine lowered and the sway bar mounts that are, or the sway bar that's above the radius rod and tie rods. And so it was like, I don't know how many of them were made. I don't know the exact number. I had been talking with Danik Lambert at Eagle River, and he's somehow related to Norman P. Lott, and that's who my dad got the sled from. Well, Cataract purchased it, but Cataract purchased this Skidoo that I have from Norman P. Lott, and he was working right at the factory building them. So, to answer your question, it's not like a production sled per se, I guess.
Okay. What
yeah, all of that then Dustin's okay.
Yeah, well, I mean,
sounds pretty illegal.
Yeah, so it's not even close to the same one I had. So that's kind of tough. But
not even close.
Where I was gonna go, I was actually gonna ask you what kind of throttle you got on there, because the little 1-inch flipper with the dual cam, or whatever, the dual pivot throttle, they're like impossible to pull back when you're not tired. So I don't know how that's gonna work after like 10 miles.
Well, I'm not running the stock carbs. I'm running actually the TMX flat slides. I have 3 of them, and well, of course 3. But I use the Wall Racing billet throttle, and it has 3 different holes so you can adjust the throttle pull on the block itself. But yeah, they pull hard. That's for sure. There's like I have 3 round slides on my Polaris, and that one, like, you almost have to put a new throttle cable on them every year just to keep your thumb happy, because you can't lubricate them because they have the splitter and kind of a mess. But I would just recommend buying a new throttle cable for the $30. It's worth buying a new throttle cable to save your thumb.
Yeah, that's we're definitely in different ranks on this Formula 3 thing of what we want to see out of them compared to like I'm gonna just go out there stock with maybe some pipes that probably don't even work for what I'm even set up for. But yeah, so I just want to not be super tired. But yeah, I'll look into that throttle block and setup, because that sounds a lot better than a new throttle cable, because this thing is not it's not going to work.
Well, if Dustin, if ALR comes up and does some testing up at Pine Lake, you'll have to come up same weekend, since you said you'll be hopefully storing your trailer at my house. So.
Yep. Yeah, if he comes up, that'd be awesome, because then I can see what I need to do before the actual race happens.
Mm-hmm. Steal some of his secrets.
Yeah.
I think I'd be better off just taking this whole sled, because it's not going to be even close to what I got going on.
Yeah, nothing you learned from is going to worth anything.
Yeah.
You came on to ask ALR Formula 3 questions, and you guys essentially have two different sleds.
Yeah. Well, I'm running a Polaris P85 primary and a cat roller secondary. So
Perfect.
Yeah, that's the world's greatest combination.
Yeah. It's not going to translate to a TRA at all.
Yeah.
Oh, Dustin, you're screwed.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
You can message me on Facebook, and I'll give you whatever you want as far as answers or tricks or whatever. But yeah, I only went with the P85 and the cat roller because I have a ton of inventory for my Polaris, and it's like, well, if I can just, if I can get a clutch with the Skidoo taper on it, then I'm gonna save a ton of money.
Yeah.
And because I have pretty much everything for it. I bought a couple different sets of weights because I don't know what kind of weight it's going to pull. If it's making more power than my Polaris, it's probably going to be right in the wheelhouse, because I'm going to spin that one at like 800 more RPMs than my Polaris. So we'll see.
That's why I got a set of adjustable weights, because then I'll find where it's up to RPM.
Yeah.
And then I'll just buy solid weights after that instead of buying a million different sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have the Thunder Shift kit.
Yep.
Yeah. I did that for a little while, but it was like way too time consuming because if you only have one set, it makes it difficult. If you had two sets where you can set them up different and just, do that.
Yeah.
It would be way easier. But I messed around with those a little bit, and it was like I didn't have time to deal with it.
Says the one that's snapping us at, noon working.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't get the test time you guys get. That's the problem.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
True. But okay, Austin. Well, we'll see you at Heydays, and I'll be there on Friday. So whenever you show up on Friday too, I'll come find you, or you come find me.
Okay.
Yeah, don't sell nothing on Friday. I ain't gonna be there Friday. Don't get rid of all the good crap right away.
All right, I'll send you guys a snap of the side panels or the number plates I have, and you can pick which one you want, Kyle. I'll bring it.
Hell yeah. Yeah. We'll take one for the shop decor too.
Sure.
If you're willing.
Okay.
If you're willing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of stuff out of the shop. So. All right. Well, you guys have a good show. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yep.
All
We'll
right.
see you next
Thanks,
weekend, Austin.
See you guys.
See ya.
Dustin, are you there?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay, perfect.
All right, Dustin Dohrn, how's it going?
It's going good.
We're not interrupting your Labor Day weekend, are we?
No, I actually don't have much going on today.
Oh, okay, good.
Just going to get the sled after this. Going to get that other Formula 3 over in Madison, but that's obviously not a thing that I need to do. Probably shouldn't have bought, but.
Hey, how far is like La Crosse, Wisconsin from you?
About an hour.
Oh, really? Because we had Mike Brudos Spray Foam Insulation sponsorship today, and he's from like the La Crosse, Wisconsin area, kind of. So,
really?
Yep.
I should give that guy a call and see what he's got for a quote to do my shop, because I really need some of that done.
Really?
Yeah.
He said,
give this guy a call.
Yeah, he said he'll travel for the right job.
Really? Sure.
Yep. Brudos Spray Foam Insulation. Like, I'll text you his number. Give him a call.
Yeah, definitely do that.
I'll be damned.
How cool would that be if Dustin actually
random
actually needed spray foaming done and uses this guy?
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Huh. So Dustin, are you guys having another swap spot this year?
Yep. Yeah, we got our normal swap spot again. We're gonna bring the semi up. We got, I think, like 6 or 7 sleds coming up. We're bringing a couple friend sleds, and then we got our 2 2024s that we're gonna sell, and I think a 2022, and then a 2019 of Dylan's that we're gonna bring up. So we'll have a little bit of everything on the years, and then I think 1 mountain sled. So
Wow.
hopefully enough to make people stop and look around.
Cool. I know I got a set of snow pants I want to go throw over at your booth to try to sell for me.
Yeah, perfect. Sure, they'll bring in a crowd.
Yeah, just some snow pants. Yeah.
Snow pants. Yeah. Gunnar Arlo snow pants.
These are actually worn by Gunther Arlo.
Actually never worn. They're brand new. Never worn. So I thought it
Can
was.
you sign them first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could sign them for sure.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, people would see that and be like, oh.
Yeah, Gunnar Arlo right across the ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
Might have to take less money, but they look good.
Yeah. That's what we should start doing. We should start putting the like logos on our asses for some, like the dirt bike guys do.
Oh, I like the dirt bike guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, nobody really does that in the snowmobile world.
I got a great idea right off the top of my head. Just says "eat it" on my ass.
Oh my god.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah. Or
That is perfect. I don't know what else would be better than that.
you could just be like
Very
saying,
direct.
You could take it a bunch of different
Well,
ways.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
eat this roost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, my ass is just hanging off the back of the sled on a straight, and somebody creeps up on that. That'd be perfect. We need an embroidery company.
No.
Dustin, are you going to be there on Friday, or are you just showing up on Saturday like you usually do?
I think I'll be there Friday night. I'm going to work Friday probably almost the whole day, just because, I don't know. It's a lot of time up at Heydays if you do go up so early. But
True.
no, I'll be there Friday night, and I'll be there Saturday night this year, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you left early last year.
Yeah, well, I think 3 years ago, I had a newborn kid, so I was like, well, I'll be easy on the wife. I'll just go for one night. Then the next year I had a wedding, and then the next year we had another kid. So now this is the first year in 3 years that I'm actually able to go for both nights.
Nice.
So it works out, finally.
Are you on the lookout for a dirt bike?
I'm on the lookout, but like I've talked to you before, I don't want to spend a lot of money, but I want something nice. So I'm definitely that guy that walks around Heydays and just pisses people off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the bikes you see there too, it's like oofta.
Yeah. Well, I had my Suzuki parked at the Dohrn.
That was probably the nicest bike I've seen at Heyday.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
100%.
Sitting next to Dylan's clapped out Yamaha 450.
Yeah, with a clutch lever hanging next to it.
Sold separately, too.
Yeah, cracked frame and the clutch lever just hanging there.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That poor kid that bought that thing.
Yeah, oofta.
But he had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't want one of those. I want something a little nicer than that, but I definitely don't need like Luke Van Lyssel's bike that I messaged him about yesterday, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like $7,500." I'm like, "Dude, no! Like I'm not good on a dirt bike. I don't need that at all."
You're going to be more like in the $4,500 range for a nice one, are you thinking? Or
Yeah, I mean maybe a little less. I don't really need. I don't know. I don't really need one enough. And then by the time I buy one, it's going to be cold out, and then it's going to sit in my garage, and my wife can tell me about how much she loves looking at it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got your boy a little P-Dub 50 now, so you need a bike now.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
I'm all in on. I think I want to build a 125. Just
really,
There you
for
go.
shits.
I did just see a really nice like cheap YZ 125 that I thought
How
like,
fun would it be to buy like a 01 because the aftermarket parts for them things is just
an 01? That's steel frame. I'd at least get aluminum frame like 05.
05?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but like you can find an 01 for like $900.
Yeah. But that's the same thing. The used bike market is ridiculous too. It's like your 04 YZ 450.
And if the steel frame is messed up, you can just weld it.
Yeah.
Just start chopping it and welding.
Hey, what do you think I
Packing
do?
everything back
What do you
together.
think I do at work all day?
That is kind of your job. You should be good at it by now.
So Dustin, like I think with the swap spot, you guys don't have like a permanent spot. You're kind of at the mercy of where you show up at and whatnot.
Yeah, usually with the semi, they let us come in on Thursday night, so that way we kind of always end up in the same spot. But no, we don't have a permanent, like a vendor or dealer spot or anything. It's just kind of the easiest for us to get into there, and then the easiest to get out on Sunday. So that's why we always kind of park in the same area.
Yeah, you're usually always in that swap number 1 area. So.
Yep.
No, that'll be fun.
Yeah, we're not going to have a very far walk at all.
No.
But no, it'll be fun.
Yeah, we're always really close to Sidekick, so yeah, you guys will be right down the road.
Yep.
Yeah. Bringing any old stuff. No, none of the wedge collection or anything like that.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't really have any old wedges. It's mostly my dad and my brother that have them. But my dad did have a couple comments he wanted me to bring up to you about some old wedges and your feelings compared to his feelings.
Well, Dustin sent me a snap the other day. I think it was Dustin. 91 XC400. They didn't make very many of them. That's what I think Jeremy File won on one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in the day. But yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah.
They didn't make a whole lot of them. It's kind of like a 97 XCR.
Yeah.
It's like right when they came out with that, Fox shocks and stuff like that. So it's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some really cool old ones. But he was saying that if he was younger, he'd be at Pine Lake showing you how fast the 94 XCR really is.
Yeah, the 94 is a different story. Yeah, I've heard stories about them, but
yeah, Kyle's gonna be just fighting people at Heydays this year.
Yeah.
Just XLT people just coming up to just fist fight them.
Yeah, anytime I see a purple top 32 millimeter carburetor XLT engine, I'm gonna say, look at that boat anchor.
Just point it out.
You better
to
sleep.
him.
Yeah.
You better sleep with one eye open.
Yeah. We'll be filming our show and just out of nowhere, a fist just comes in. Yeah.
I do love the controversy that all started, though, because everyone getting like mad about you talking crap about XLTs and XCRs, and nobody rides that junk anymore, like any of these old sleds anymore, because they all got brand new sleds arguing about a 30-year-old sled and how it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Well, why aren't you riding one now? Because your back hurts?
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of flack about it, but if they would just click on my profile picture on Facebook, what's in the background? It's that freaking sled.
Yeah, I think that day it blew up. You actually called me, Dustin, because you were laughing at some of the comments so hard.
Yeah, I went through them all. I was like, this is great. This is way too much fun. And especially knowing Kyle, too, is like he's, pretty diehard vintage guy and like loves just everything in the 90s and has been racing it more than anybody.
Yeah.
And then people are like, look at this idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. It's people are just commenting on there. No, they're fast. It's like, I don't know, man. Yeah, no, it's pretty funny. So I'm excited to get in some arguments, I guess, because it's gonna happen.
Heated debates, not arguments.
Yeah.
Heated debates.
Yeah,
We don't need to be fighting and arguing at Heydays.
yeah. When Polaris is gonna reveal those new machines or whatever, they already come out with the 9R that's got the old XLT graphics on it.
Yeah.
I should say, why'd you take something off of a slow machine? At least put Dragon decals or something on it.
Yeah, at that rate, you might as well take the graphics off one of them old Indy Trail touring sleds.
Yeah. Why didn't you copy like what were they? 02 Grand Touring or something like that. That's a real machine there.
Yeah. I think those were like they made those in like a silver, didn't they?
Blue and silver. Yeah.
But I wonder what they're gonna do with those other two sleds that they reveal. Like it'd be cool to see like a really well done like 97 XCR 440.
Yeah, like one that's gonna get produced because like you see like the aftermarket ones and it's like pretty gaudy, like over. Oh, what the hell am I thinking of? But like just a really well produced like stock XCR 440. Yeah,
look like of the Red Rocket.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I'd like to see that, but I'm not gonna say my idea, but I got a pretty cool idea for one. If
The
I'm
6R?
that was cool idea too.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell it to you guys later.
Okay.
But
Someone might steal his idea.
yeah. So like,
Can't let Dustin know.
No.
because he does the vintage wraps.
Yeah.
That's gonna be sweet. Are you still gonna have the Formula 3 wrap like on your new Skidoo and then have an actual Formula 3 there?
I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I haven't really thought about it because last year we did that 97 440 wrap. We planned on going to Pine Lake for the 440 race.
Yep.
And that one was a big hit when we were in Alaska. Guys loved it. So it's like, well, I don't like doing the same one, in back-to-back years, but we already did the Formula 3, like the 98 the one year. So we could go a little more old school and go to like the 95 or like the 96,
Yeah.
something that looks like that. But there's just so much purple on those sleds that it's really hard to recreate and make it not look just hideous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On like the new model sleds, especially if they come out with like the yellow or like any yellow underneath, it's hard to cover all that up and make it look like it's actually a purple machine. But we might. We'll see.
Yeah. So Pine Lake, you're showing up with the MXZ 440, Formula 3, and a pro stock sled?
Yep. Yeah, that's the plan.
Heck yeah.
Well, hopefully everything works out because these old sleds, Austin's got clearly way more money into it than I do, but just with like, you buy one and you're like, oh, it's a really nice sled. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to put all new bearings in it. Now I'm going to send the motor out to get done. Now I'm going to buy some pipes. Oh, now the clutch. Oh, that clutch is kind of bad. Well, now I got to buy all new parts for that for testing this thing, and I got to buy a new track. It's like putting a lot of money into like 60 miles max.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. We're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but it's fun. I'm jacked, but I think we'll have those two sleds ready, but I don't know how well they'll run. Hopefully, I get a little bit of test time on both of them. But
yeah. Well, yeah. You can come up here anytime and ride weekends prior to Pine Lake. So, but
yeah,
it's just
riding snowmobiles on ice is like watching paint dry.
It's so much fun.
Like you're going to take your dirt bike and drive down a gravel road and be like, "Oh, I'm having a blast, man."
Well, you're not going in a straight line.
Some gravel roads turn.
But if you took your dirt bike, out onto like a sweet like TT track, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Look at all the pro guys that are just like, oh, I'm on a turn track today on my dirt bike. It's essentially what a snowmobile on the ice is.
Yeah, they have like berms though. And, like they're doing it for a reason. Like I don't know. I don't love riding on the ice. Racing on the ice is pretty fun, but riding is like we've came up there a few times and like after like an hour, it's like, well, I tore my clutch apart 6 times and I figured out nothing.
Well, because you guys always come up and just do break-in miles, so then that gets pretty monotonous just to make big laps around the lake.
Yeah,
but
it gets pretty boring. But hopefully we can. I don't know. I want to get the sled broken, get a little more time on it this year, and we never really had a chance to get the 137 figured out on the ice because we haven't really raced much ice.
Yeah. Like
in the last few years since we went to that, so it'd be nice to actually have like a kind of a good, just a baseline where like we had on the 129s, we could start with that and at least show up somewhat ready before testing. Like now I'm just kind of scratching my head at like kind of how we're gonna, even how many studs we're gonna put in just because we haven't really ran them much.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's your favorite Woody's product?
Gold Digger.
Hell yeah. You SHOPTALK 10, save yourself 10% off and free shipping.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard that last week.
Yeah. So when you run out of your allowance, use that code.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
No, it'll be it's always fun to get to Heydays and see all your snowmobile buddies. Especially since you're going to be around this year. You're not going to be stuck in Alaska.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm excited for this year. It's just like, I don't know, having more time to work on these old vintage things. It's like, hopefully, like I said, hopefully they run good, but like just having more time and more money and like not worrying about like, oh yeah, I got to buy a GPS because somebody told me they were going to, it's a really good idea. And then you get there and somebody's like, why are you using that GPS, you idiot? Why didn't you use this one? And you're like, oh yeah, that's right. I'll just spend another $800.
Yeah. Holy crap.
So,
God.
it's nice to not have that kind of stuff this year, where it's like, okay, we're just going to race what we know.
Yeah.
Race the normal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And vintage sleds are always fun. So you gotta get those out, especially when they're making such a big deal out of it at Pine Lake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How does the clutch work in a new Skidoo compared to like the old Skidoos?
It's a little bit different, so I guess it's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
Every clutch sounds horrifically hard to explain.
Yeah, but a Skidoo one is backwards.
Backwards.
Yeah, the ramps are floating on ours.
Yeah, so the weights
Like the
are
P-drive
bolted
ramp
to the face plate, and then there's rollers that are, they're totally backwards.
Okay.
Yeah. So the old ones, they had they had an adjustable weight in which would be like the pivot inside of the clutch, and then you change that weight. But now it's a little bit different. So the P-drive is a totally different clutch from what we had before. But
You know, I was working at Team Industries when they started like machining out the P drives.
Oh, really?
Yep. I was working there at that time.
You said, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Something doesn't look right.
Yeah,
This is totally ass backwards.
this is backwards.
Are you sure this is the right design? Did someone mess up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
But no, geez, they'll have a full lineup of sleds for sale out there outside of your guys' trailer.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I just tell everybody that we know, like, hey, bring your sled up, because the more we have, the more crowd it kind of brings in. Even though, as you guys know, most people are kind of window shopping when it comes to newer sleds, and they just walk by, and you can tell they're not going to buy anything. But at least if you get good crowds, and somebody starts drinking a little bit, you might be able to sell something.
Yeah. What about the weather? Have you seen the weather, Dustin? It looks absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I just looked at it last weekend, but I didn't really know. I mean, the weather changes every day, it seems. So it looked like it was going to be like 55 or something at night.
Yeah, and like 65s during the day, it looked like.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Way better than like 85 in a sand pit.
Yep. Oh, 100%. Does Skidoo do autograph sessions anymore, or have you guys not done that the last few years?
They do a meet and greet at 10 o'clock on Saturday. So the racers will all be there, and they'll unveil the new RS. And they have a cross-country sled there, too, but it'll be near the RS when they unveil that. But, we just do like a meet and greet, so all the racers will be around, and some of the mountain guys, the snowcross guys will talk, and Kerry Dack will do the presentation about all the race teams and all the races that they have, and kind of like just a little presentation on everything they have going on and what they've done to change a few sleds or a few things here and there. So that'll be it. Like I said, at 10 o'clock on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Cool. Maybe swing over there. Maybe not.
You won't see me there.
No, whenever we do one of our little live shows, Dustin, you'll have to swing by.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know when we're up there. I don't know how service will be. I know sometimes it gets a little spotty when everybody gets in there on Saturday, but you guys will have to let me know when you're planning on doing it.
See how late you stayed up Friday night.
Yeah, I'm not doing it if I'm staying up late, I'll tell you that. Yeah. No, Heyday is too much fun not to have fun there. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, Brody will be there having fun on Saturday.
Yep.
No, you're there for the people. Like you're not driving down, or like you're riding with Kyle and you're riding home with us. So like any fans just walk up to Brody like 9 a.m. in the morning, shotgun a beer with him.
Yeah.
He'll be all about it.
Yeah. No, I'll set a case of beer in the back of the pickup.
Yeah.
At 4 o'clock in the morning when we're leaving, and I'll tell Brody.
You better crack one.
Yeah.
Not at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Why? What's stopping you?
I want a cup of coffee first.
Yeah, with some Baileys?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
we got liquor for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
yeah.
this is gonna be legendary.
I want to be able to talk to people when I'm there. I don't want to just be a bumbling mess.
You were a bumbling mess when we first talked to ALR.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That was 1-4 Loco. We drink beer all the way down there.
Yeah, who the hell gets drunk off a beer anyways? So yeah, I should be fine.
Yeah.
We could tell a story when we met Dustin down at Millville.
Yep.
Dustin, you remember we met you down there Friday. It was like 90 degrees out, I would say.
And humid as hell.
And we're just looking for you. And we just happened to see Dustin drive by on a golf cart. Like, we're walking around. We asked the one track worker guy, we're like, hey, where's this section?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that, Brody?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that's walk as far as you can that way. And once you get tired, keep walking.
That's literally what he told us. And we were like, great, thank you.
And we just happened to see.
That was a mud hole here, wasn't it? Where we were parked in just all mud in the back, like all the way in the back.
Yep, it was a lot of mud.
Yeah.
It was a lot of mud, and it was hot.
Yeah, hot and humid. And so Dustin drives by us on the golf cart, and we just happen to see him. And we're like, hey, because we had no idea where he was going to be.
Yeah.
And then he starts walking with us, pulls 2 warm McGoldens out of his pockets. He's like, hey, here you guys go.
Yeah.
And we're like,
I was stoked. I'm like, hey, thanks, man.
Brody was
Awesome.
like 17 at the time.
I think I was 18.
Oh, just crack
Grab it.
Well,
It's just warm.
Oh yeah, it was a hot beer. It wasn't even raw.
It had been in Dustin's pockets for I don't know how many hours.
Yeah, well, sometimes you forget about those ones.
It was
I drank it. It was awesome.
I drank it too. It was warm though. It was really warm.
Yeah, it was Brody's first beer at Millville.
Yeah,
So
it was. Yeah,
at least I made it memorable.
Yeah.
it was totally memorable. Yeah, it was awesome though. It's like, where the hell are we gonna find these guys? Oh, there they are, and it was just on the back of a golf cart.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
And
just
then
random. Yeah, that was a fun year.
Yeah, that was a good time. I had a lot of fun. I'm stoked for Heydays this year.
yeah.
I
And
think it's gonna be a good day.
we're pretty much carrying Dustin back to the camper, like through all these other campsites. And somebody has like a beer bong coming off the top of their camper. And Dustin just like, hell yeah, just grabs it. Just chugs a full can of whatever they poured in there.
Oh,
I
no.
think it was root beer.
That's what he said. I think that was root beer.
Oh, no.
I remember that too. That's the worst part.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of stories of Millville that, goddamn. That was a good time.
Beer, yeah. Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times.
Not what you want when you're heavy into the beer. Get a big shot of root beer in the mouth.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But, well, okay, Dustin, we'll let you get back to looking for dirt bikes on Facebook Marketplace. So,
Yep. Yeah, I'll have to find one. I'll let you know if I do. But yeah, be on the lookout for me if you guys see something that's actually worth a damn. That's not just completely beat to shit sitting at Heyday somewhere. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you get one, I'll come down and ride at Medical Valley again with you.
yeah, see if you can break any bones.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not that bad. They do a good job of maintaining it. There's just a lot of riders, and I don't know. I think that's what makes it kind of sketchy sometimes.
Pretty much. Yeah. And then they let those people cut the track to beat hell too. I didn't like that neither.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But I'd come down and ride it again. So.
Perfect.
But okay, Dustin. Well, we'll see you on Friday night, and I will give you a warm McGolden.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
So, well, okay, we'll be vlogging it, so it'll be vlog content
Yep.
All right, perfect.
to make you chug a warm McGolden.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's content.
still
right
better than
there.
root beer.
Yeah. That's what we're going to start the video with is Dustin chugging a warm McGolden.
We'll shoot it with a temperature gun just to make sure people know, like, yeah, it's
just scrubbing the can trying to eat it up.
It's hot. Yeah, you'll know it's warm if when you crack it, if it foams out of the top. That's when you know the beer's too warm to drink.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll set it next to your generator for a little while before.
yuck.
Oofta.
But okay, Dustin, I'll send you guys the Brudos Spray Foam Insulation number.
Yeah, definitely do that. And we'll see you guys on Friday.
All right,
Yep,
sounds
good. We'll see you next weekend.
All right, talk to you later.
Yep.
All right, bye.
Nice.
Dustin Dohrn.
Good group of guys.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If you're into skidoos and you have any questions, find the Dohrn trailer.
Pretty much, exactly.
And if you're looking to buy a sled, they got options. It sounds like that's
they
wild.
got a lot of options.
Bring a
down
trailer.
there.
Bring a trailer. What is this now?
Oh, Austin sent us a video of his sled.
I just seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
He cracked a beer in front of it too. So, So we got
It is the holiday weekend.
Yeah, it's Labor Day. Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day.
This one's, you can take this one for yourself. You can be selfish about this one.
yeah.
Because it's Labor Day.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like a Memorial Day or, Veterans Day. It's Labor Day.
Yeah.
So
For
if you
all
have a job,
If you have a job,
it's for you.
yeah.
True. You can.
All you hardworking sons
Yeah.
of guns out there.
But if you don't have a job and you're still ripping it up,
What the hell are you doing?
okay, so we're gonna call up.
We got one more caller.
One more caller.
One more caller. Woo.
The Carbide Podcast guy here in just 5 minutes.
No.
Kyle, I had a pretty good question asked to me earlier this week. If you had like $1,000 to like, let's say $3,500, what would be like your top 3 sleds you'd buy for the classics class, like / ditch banger class? So we'll say, I think it varies on a few classes. If it's
so
04 and older, or
Ditch Banger was 2000 and older this year.
Yep.
And then our classics class, and really any circuit that you go race to be considered classic is 04 and older.
Yep.
So the Ditch Banger stuff, if you want to get into that, it has to be up to 2000. Otherwise, there is certain models of machines that they'll let run.
So let's just go classics class, since that's what
04 and older.
Yeah, up to 700.
Up to 700 and a $3,500 budget.
Pretty much.
It's pretty much wide open. You can come up with whatever you want to race. You'll find one for that price.
Yeah.
But another one that, so you brought it up to me before. Another one that I thought of too was like a Yamaha SRX.
I messaged that kid that. Yep.
Yeah.
Like a 01 SRX 600.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I don't know how many people need a 700.
Yeah.
Especially if you're just doing a ditch race or something with it too. Like, because there's some people that just do classics in the ditch that won't do it ice racing.
Yeah. So for that situation, it's like if you're just going to do ditch stuff, probably better off with a lighter twin. So like a 600 twin, so, and something that has good suspension underneath of it, not like a extra 12, Polaris Indy.
Yeah.
With extra 12. Yeah. You don't want to be running one of them in the ditch.
You don't want that.
No.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd show you a skid frame compared to like what we generally run, and you'd be like, huh.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
That doesn't look right. That's wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Just 2 words.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'd say, Firecat
Yeah.
Yeah.
is a great option.
Yep. Like a 04 F6.
04, 05. Yeah, 04 F6
Yep.
would be a ripper.
Yep.
No matter what scenario you were going to put it in. Ice, ditch. That's a really good one.
Those are awesome sleds.
Yeah. But they are awesome. But one thing about them, like the tracks are totally different.
Yeah, it's a 13
and a half wide.
Yep.
So like they're super one-off.
Yep.
Like if you're buying parts for that machine, it's for that machine. It doesn't go on other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you bought a Polaris with an extra 10, they're just 15 inches wide, 121 inches long, 252 pitch, and there's countless machines that use that same track.
Yeah.
So it's like anything you need. And like the shocks will work off like an Articat on a Polaris. Like a ZR, pretty much close to the same thing as a Polaris Fox shock.
Yeah.
So
just changing eyelets and bushings pretty much.
Yeah.
Whatever that sled takes.
yeah. Yeah. So I'd say Firecat for sure would probably be the best overall.
I think so.
And a Rev.
Yeah.
Rev 600.
Yeah.
But 03 they were the beaver tail.
Yep.
And
But they do make that conversion kit easy enough to change to make
Yeah.
it doesn't really change anything, just change the look of it.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. So 03 is a beaver tail, 04 is a straight tunnel. And that'd be the one that I would shoot for.
Single ring pistons though.
Yeah.
Don't really care for that.
They do say, they do say single ring pistons are better for performance, but
But not for longevity.
Not for longevity. No.
We'll get into it here after. I do think that Spencer's taking the time out of, maybe he's at a supper or something, to take the time to talk to us.
So we'll talk real quick.
Um,
No small talk. Just straight to the point. What?
Any Polaris XC, any twin XC is a great machine.
That's like Brody's 99.
Yeah.
Just super simple.
Yeah, super
Bone
simple.
stock, super simple, perfect sled.
Yeah, and you can still get all the parts to this day for them. Yeah.
That's the thing that just bugs me about Artie Cat, is that they've stopped making all the parts. It's like, did you guys just not care?
Yeah, and like on building this ZRT, the A-arm front ends, there's no adjustment on like your camber or any of that stuff.
No.
So it's all set at one position. Polaris trailing arm, you can adjust it however you want.
True.
So there's that on top of that too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the lack of parts for Artie Cat is just, it bugs the hell out of me. Brody, you want to adjust the volume there?
I got something in my eye.
SHOPTALK Podcast. This is Gunner speaking.
You do not sound like Gunner.
I have a bit of a cold, so you just can't tell. That's what it is.
You didn't even try to change your voice.
You didn't even give us the hey guys.
Yeah, that would have been more.
Yeah. I know this isn't you.
Spencer, how's it going?
Oh, it's going, man. How's it going for you guys?
Oh, pretty good. Just got off the phone with ALR and Dustin Dohrn. So
Nice.
we got enough Formula 3 talk for the rest of the winter, I'd say.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't need to hear anymore.
I just saw the photos he just posted of the sled. It looks primo.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be fun to look at. He said he's not going to let anybody sit on it at Heydays, but I'm for the Gunnar Arlo vlog, I'm going to sit on it for him. But you're at a supper right now currently, Spencer. So
it's all good, man. It's anything for the top media guys in the sport. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Well, thank you for that compliment.
Yeah, we'll let you plug your Heyday spot here, and maybe we'll let you get back to your supper. But so you're going to be at Heydays with your own Carbide Podcast booth, right?
More or less. I'm double dipping on X Racing's booth because Joe's got a primo spot right in front of the whole freestyle setup. So he told me, we got a custom tent coming and stuff. He's like, yeah, we'll throw up your tent in there. You can do some podcasts and record with some people that stop by and stuff. So I will have a tent in there. I heard through the grapevine there's some old like WSA race sleds that are going to be under the booth too and stuff like that. So should be a good time. I encourage any racers that want to talk to me and record. I'm going to bring some equipment to do that. But then any fans or friends that just want to stop by and BS with me, I'm here for that too. So
awesome.
Heck yeah. I can't tell what the number is on the booth. Is it FD7, I think it looks like?
Just showing my level of professionalism. I don't know what the number is, but it's right in between CF Moto and Kawasaki.
Sure.
So,
yeah, right on the south side of the Freestyle Expo.
I see we're going to be pretty close too.
Yeah, we're only a couple blocks away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a little close for comfort to the Fox booth. And there's a guy that works at Fox that I'm a little scared of. He's always sending me creepy Snapchats and stuff like that. So as long as I can stay clear of that guy, we should be all right.
I don't think Vince is actually going to be there.
No?
Really?
No, I don't think so.
I'll be damned.
I think he said it's his one free weekend, and he does not want to spend it at Heyday.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him if he's only got one free weekend.
Yeah.
He's a busy guy.
But yeah, he's currently at Crandon right now.
Yeah. Spencer, do
his
you have
favorite sport.
Yeah. Not to cut anything off short, but do you have merch?
I do. I'm terrible at plugging it, but there is an online merch store for Carbide. It's just hoodies and T-shirts and stuff like that. It's all drop ship, so I don't have any of the inventory. It just prints on demand.
Okay.
The hats, I was not able to find a good print on demand guy. So the hats I actually have. So when people want to buy hats, they have to DM me. So I still have a couple hats left. I'll bring them to Heydays if anybody wants to buy them on the spot. But I'll really just have some of those hats and stickers. If anybody wants to buy clothing and support me, it's all online.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds
Awesome.
good. Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
have to-
I'm really bad at that, but it's it is there.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that you had merch, so yeah, that's nice to know.
Yeah, my number one merch customers to this point is like my mom and my wife. So yeah, a lot of volume there, a lot of profits being turned, but it's cool. It's about cool clothing. It's all good.
Can I get one of them Carbide bike suits that you got?
Oh, it's sweet, isn't it? Oh, so good. So good. Yeah. Shameless plug for Ridge. So like when I agreed to do this partnership with TD and Ridge, part of it was like, dude, I really want some good sunglasses for doing the just riding bicycles and stuff like that. And then he was going to set me up with the custom pit shirt that he does for all the, a lot of racers go through him for those.
Yep.
And he sent me the first mock-up, and I'm like, dude, that's like maybe an inch thinner of being a cycling jersey. And he's like, oh, say no more. And then he sent me like these one-off Carbide cycling jerseys, and it's the coolest damn thing, I'm telling you.
That's freaking awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like totally, at this point in time, like, dude, you could not give me any money. You could not give me any product ever again. I'm a customer for life after I got this jersey. So dope.
I love how just intense you are talking about it.
Yeah.
I just know that you love this thing just by your voice. That's awesome.
Dude. Anything, it's unfortunate. Like once I start a cycling podcast, it'll all go downhill. But yeah, dude, big bicycle guy. So I was stoked on those.
Yeah. No, it'd be, if I won the lottery, that would be like one of the first purchases I would buy would be like a sweet road bike, a sweet e-bike, a sweet mountain bike.
Really? One of the first purchases?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Like I'd have 3 bikes within the first week.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Huh.
I would not.
Not me.
No.
Yeah. No, it'd be first. I'd have 3 sweet ass bicycles before I had 1 sweet car.
Oh, I'd have the whole yard. My whole yard would be filled up with rusty piles of crap. It'll be something one day.
Yeah, I did. I remember the first time I was on your guys' show, I had this very heated rant about gravel bikes.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, yep.
One of my buddies, Alan, called me the other day, and his dad is a sales rep for Pinarello. So he's like, hey, I'm about to order a really nice gravel bike for me, and I'm really, going to go all in on that. He's like, you should too. And I'm like, dude, I talk too much crap about gravel riding to fully commit, but I know I should. So we're maybe like 1 year away from a gravel endeavor, and it's gonna suck. It's really gonna suck. I'm gonna be a full sellout.
Well, how busy the roads are for like down like where you live, like I can't imagine road biking down there. Mm-hmm. It'd be sketchy.
It really is. There's no shoulder in a lot of the areas, and it's really sketchy sometimes. And I'm sure you guys saw it, but over the last couple of days, the Goudreau family has been dealing with a lot of strife that Johnny Goudreau and his brother passed away in a cycling accident. So really in any cyclist, it's in the front of their mind right now. It's not a fun thing, but yeah, gravel might be the future.
Yeah. Yeah. And that'd be what it'd be for us up here, just endless county gravel roads.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Huh. So yeah, are you going to have like just doing short form interviews there? Or are you looking to sit down with people and like do like 15, 20 minutes with people, or what's your plan there, Spencer? Are you going to just wing it?
I'm going to kind of wing it. The goal is for like 10 minutes or so. I threw something out there just encouraging any snowcross guys to stop by, and then some rival media outlet named Snowmobile Racing Network called me out on just asking for snowcross guys. And that was mainly just because I'm humble enough to say it. If there's a handful of cross-country guys that show up, or oval guys that would show up and want to talk on the podcast, solid chance I wouldn't know who they are. So I wouldn't know what to ask. I wouldn't know anything about their season. I wouldn't really have much to offer, and I feel like it would end up making them look bad. So I'm happy to talk to anybody. I think it makes for fun content. It'll be casual conversation and no real prep time. But if anybody wants to talk about their off season or what they got coming, or the fact that they don't have a ride, which is really big storyline coming into Heydays for a lot of people right now.
Oh, really?
So, oh yeah, a lot of people without sleds right now. So at least in snowcross, I don't know what you guys are hearing from the cross country side, but a lot of guys in snowcross don't have sleds, don't have teams, and this late in the game, it's tough. So happy to talk about it.
We're all building stuff from the 90s right now. So we don't have to worry about the manufacturers so much.
Yeah, it's just been, a lot of the OEMs that didn't build nearly as many sleds. I know you guys know because you shared the information with me about Cat not building sleds. So it's really just, if anybody is like a top 3 guy, they probably got a sled, they probably got a ride. But anybody below that, hit or miss, whether they have a free sled this year, whether they got a team, or what the story's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should talk more ice oval, Spencer.
You too. Yeah. Everybody wants more ovals. It's always anybody asking about ovals. I don't understand, but never enough. Never enough.
There's only so much you can talk about, I think.
Yeah, they only turn left.
Yeah. It's like, yeah.
But yeah, that's I did hear that Cat isn't making any snowcross sleds. I heard Skidoo told a lot of top guys like last year not to sell their practice or race sled because like, hey, you're not getting 2 extra ones this year.
Yeah, it's for some of the rumors I've heard, like I'm as of what time is it? 5:40 on Sunday night. Like I'm pretty sure Nick Lorenz doesn't have a ride. Pretty sure Kenny Mandrick might not have a ride. So a lot of like top guys that last year was, of course they're going to be on a sled. Of course we're going to take care of them. It was just really tough decisions this year, and a lot of guys had to get let go and stuff like that. So, it's if you're a team, I give Bruce crap all the time. I'm like, if you're a team, it's a great situation because you have an entire circuit worth of talent that needs a sled to ride, and if you have one, that's great.
Yeah.
But still, it's just a tough decision because you got guys that have been on your team for years, and you're like, well, I could get this race-winning guy, but then there's a loyalty factor, and yeah, it's a weird time in the sport right now.
Yeah, It almost like my dad had a kind of a hot take or a hot topic of like how much longer these factories are going to be producing these snowcross sleds. I mean, because they're not being sold to the public at all. They're just one-off race sleds, and I don't know. It's kind of an interesting take on after actually thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Oh, I could totally. I mean, obviously, I like to think that of course they would never do that, and of course our sport's going to live on. But you're kidding yourself if you don't think the sport's getting smaller and smaller every single year, and the OEMs are just because these days it's, as we've talked about on my show, it's all family money propping up the sport. It's not like we're getting outside sponsors or the OEMs are making money from racing. It's really just family money and people who like racing keeping the sport alive. So I will be very curious over the next handful of years, or even how much development we see on race sleds. I mean, people always give Polaris crap the last couple of years for just changing calibrations and changing graphics or whatever, but like, what do you expect them to do? There's already no return on whatever investment they make on the race sled.
Yeah.
So how far do you expect it to go? And if there's no sleds being sold at all, like we had this past year, where's the money going to come from?
Yeah.
So
100%. Yeah. It's like we've had the conversation a lot just in our groups of friends that it's just, if we don't get any snow this next year, it is going to be a totally different looking snowmobile world, I would say.
Yeah, it's already bad, but like one more year of that's like who knows what it would look like after that.
Yeah, I would love to, because obviously I think we, me, you guys, anybody's in the Midwest or shameless plug for out east in case I don't talk about that enough. But we're in a little bit of a bubble of our snowcross and cross country scene, and we know what the industry's doing. Mm-hmm. I would love to get feedback from some of the guys out west of what the industry, what they feel like they're dealing with, or what they're like, what the rim shot guys are feeling on the race side from there. Like, does it feel as dire as it does for us?
Sure. Yeah.
Or for them, is it like, oh yeah, we never have to deal with not having snow, and there's always sleds, and there's always parts, and there's always budget or stuff like that. I would love some feedback from there.
Well, when we have Chris Brandt on this next weekend, we'll ask him.
Yeah, good. Yeah. That'll be great. I got a hold of his number the other day, and I sent him a text, but I never heard anything back. We'll see. We'll see.
For this episode, I got left on red on one message I sent out, Spencer, so I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens, man. It
Yeah.
happens, but yeah, I'm not on your guys' level. I'm not an elite podcaster in snowmobiling. So if you guys can't do it, there's no hope for any of us.
Yeah. No, it'll be fun to see you again, Spencer, this next weekend, and you'll actually get to meet the bald man this time.
Yeah.
Oh, the legend himself.
What the hell? The marathon runner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just be running laps around Heydays, just showing off to the people.
Well, I got to get a run in somehow. So,
Well, what I can say, Brody, is the guys did a solid job when they did that episode at Alex Sateen's race shop. It was good, but the audio levels weren't there like they normally would be, and my expectations are so high that it was noticeable when you weren't there. So it's going to be good to have you back.
well, thank you. Gunner did say I could keep the board to myself. He didn't want any part of it after that episode.
Yeah.
It made me feel like I'm needed a little bit. It was nice to hear. So yeah, thank you for that though.
Oh yeah. I have to do it. I do it all by myself during my podcast, and it's like the biggest fear and biggest annoyance when you're like trying to have a conversation with somebody, but also maintain all the audio levels and all that kind of stuff. It's a nightmare. So I feel you.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting at Heydays because I think we're going to go no headphones just so we're not kind of closed off to the world. So that will be a little different to us, interesting for us to get used to just for that day. But
yeah, I'm doing the same thing, and I'm in the exact same boat as you, where I'm like, I could either just nail it, knock it out of the park, audio is perfect, or it's going to come back terrible, and you'll have no way of knowing at all.
100%.
Yeah, like a bunch of background noise is going on. You really can't hear the guests or whatever. Yeah. We're in the same boat of just kind of going out there and trying it, winging it. Yeah. Either
Are
way,
you guys coming out on Friday or just Saturday, or what's your plan?
Yeah, I'll be down there on Friday helping set up the Sidekick snowmobile stand booth. And then be me and Dad down there on Friday, but then Brody and Kyle are showing up Saturday morning.
Yep.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, I'll be around on Friday, so I'll have to track you guys down.
Okay, I'll be sure to get you in the vlog.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, good. Maybe I could do the Hey Guys. Maybe.
Yeah. That'd be great.
But no, I am pumped to finally meet you two, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be cool, I think.
We found out yesterday that Brody likes being tickled, so just give him a little tickle.
Shut up. I do not like being tickled.
I don't know what you guys are talking
We were out on the boat. It's a long story. Anyway.
We're way too comfortable with each other.
I repeat, do not like being tickled. Especially on a boat, going over waves, trying to keep my stuff. I couldn't even defend myself. Anyway, don't want to keep you too long with Tickle Talk.
Tickle Talk podcast. Love it.
Yeah. Well, all right, Spencer. We'll see you on the Friday, and I bet you'll have a line of racers for your interviews all day long. So
yeah, I won't even be able to see you.
Yeah.
I was telling my wife the same thing. If I get a lot of people that show up, I will not be surprised. And if nobody shows up at all and nobody comes to see me, I will also not be surprised.
Yep.
So I have nothing to base this off of, but we'll see. It'll be a good time either way.
Oh yeah.
So you won't be able to kind of leave your booth. Like you'll be kind of stuck at your booth, kind of, don't you think?
That was part of the I'm super grateful. I'm really excited to meet people, and it's going to be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not like working trade shows. I have said that from day one. So I'm bummed I won't get to see anything, and I'm sure there'll be something cool in the swap meet. Someone will have some old race hood that I didn't even get to see. But it'll be fun either way. I'm grateful for the chance, and I'm excited to meet people. But it'll be weird not even being able to see half the show like I've done for so many years at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. You'll have to do all your walking around on Friday, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the game plan. I'm going to try and walk around and bump into some people and industry guys, and then see what I can see in the swap. See if there's anything cool I can catch on Friday and lock down. But yeah.
But okay, Spencer. Well, thanks for the time, and we'll see you this weekend.
Absolutely. Who's the next phone call?
No, you're the last one.
Yep.
We saved the best for last.
Yep.
Wow. What a privilege. I'm so grateful. But yeah, appreciate the time as always, guys, and see you this weekend.
All right.
Sounds good. We'll see you, Spencer.
Yep. See ya.
See you guys.
The Carbide Podcast guy.
Yeah. He's a professional.
Yeah.
He's a professional. You can hear it in his voice when he's talking. He knows what he's saying.
Yeah, he's got a voice for radio.
Yeah. I don't know what I've never met him. I don't
a face for it too.
see. I was just gonna say that I've never met him, so I don't know if he's got a face for radio or not. But
I was gonna say, isn't that our saying?
yeah,
I was thinking
you got a face for radio, kid. Yeah.
Had anybody told you that after the podcast now?
No.
Oh.
Just Dohrn said I had a voice for radio.
Oh, yeah, he did say that right away.
And it's like, I hate my voice. I don't think this sounds good on anything.
Yeah.
But no, I think I have heard that from a couple other people that I sound good on the mic.
There's a lot of adjustability to that board, like where we could have changed like our voices a little bit. Like,
yeah, you could go deep with it if you really wanted to.
From the start, I would have changed mine like totally deep, totally different to where you actually talk to somebody in person and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know.
Just be weird.
Yeah,
I've gotten that comment before. They're like, "You sound exactly like you do on the podcast." I'm like, well,
isn't that the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. The point is the most default, like original sound coming out of these mics. This is how we sound.
I'm not a different person either.
Oh yeah, try not to be.
Yeah.
This is as real as it gets. If I talk to you, this is how I'm going to treat you.
Yep.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just checking out where we're going to be at. Bikeman's not too far.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know that, right?
I
What?
spotted that one out right. Yeah.
Maybe inside joke. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, if you've ever been to the Bikeman booth, it's pretty obvious.
yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, you actually knew what he was talking about?
Yeah, I knew what he was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I'm.
Yeah, we're not too far. So,
Yeah. Cool.
yeah.
So, yeah, again, thanks to Brady and Jody Dyrdahl for letting us set up our little table and tent there
Yeah.
at the Sidekick Snowmobile Stand booth.
No, I think it'll be fun. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. Yep. I'm stoked. Like,
And we get to walk around, which
Yeah.
you know, which I didn't even think about. That the people that have those venues and everything set up, they don't get to walk around at all.
no,
They're stuck there all day.
Yeah, Brady has told that to me before, like that they don't get to see anything.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Yeah.
they'll go. I think it's maybe Saturday evening once
Yeah.
everything kind of dies down
It
that
was-
they'll actually go walk around a little
Yeah,
bit.
it
and
was
whatnot.
Saturday evening when I seen you guys, wasn't it? Or Friday evening when you guys came to the trailer.
Oh,
last-
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You had a swap spot, so yeah, you were kind of stuck in one location
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not as serious, but you're still kind of just stuck there watching your stuff.
Are you bummed you're not doing a swap spot this year?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Kind of a one-time thing. You're happy you did it one time.
Yeah, just to experience it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you don't get to see as much.
Sure.
And, yeah.
I feel like we talked about that before, or somewhere. Maybe I asked you.
Probably when we recapped
Earlier.
Heydays last year.
No, it was. I don't know. Anyway.
But yeah, good times.
Yeah. No, this is definitely a good episode.
Looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to
gonna be
Heydays.
fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Can you believe we've already been doing this for almost a year now? Then
Mm-hmm. It's
Something
wild
for me and my wife to do together. We haven't gotten to do anything together by ourselves.
since you had a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Years.
is Katie looking forward to it as much as you are?
No.
She's probably looking forward to it more than I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, you tell her like, hey, we got 30 acres to walk.
No, I didn't say that. I said this is gonna be so much fun.
You're gonna love me so much after this
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah.
You should get her one of them little hoverboards and she can just glide around.
Yeah,
on
that'd
that.
be, or yeah, just bring the freaking like a wagon.
Oh my God.
Sit there.
Sit there. Sit there. You said in such a stern voice. Sit there.
Yeah. No, it'll be good. I've
Yeah.
been looking forward to it just for that reason for a while now.
Yeah. No, and then so I think let me double check my text message here. I think we're doing autographs at the Arctic Cat booth at 3 p.m.
I thought you were gonna We're doing autographs.
We'll do autographs whenever
Right
anybody.
there.
Oh yeah, true.
When
Yeah,
everybody asks us.
Yep.
So
I'll have to practice.
I just write mine, and I don't cursive it anymore. I just freaking Kyle Grover.
Just little kid style.
Yeah.
that's what.
So you can read it.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them, you can't read them.
That's exactly how I do mine. Kinda.
Yeah.
Like where it's you can read it.
Yeah.
No, mine's gonna be like a doctor. Just chicken scratch. You could make out a B and an A maybe.
No, you should do Bro 5.
I could also do that.
That'd be sweet.
Oh God.
That would be pimp.
That would be pimp. I honestly, if you're getting an autograph from me, you're getting an autograph from Bro 5.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
So I would say going back to classic sleds
Well, autographs. You're doing autographs at what time? I kind of
at
interrupted.
3 p.m.
Okay.
At the Arctic Cat booth. So
Do you think we'll be done filming all of our stuff before then?
Well, maybe one part and then after. However
Well, what are we planning on doing? 3?
or like 4. Like we could do 6 of them.
We're gonna fly by the seat of our pants.
We could do 6 of them at like 15 minutes at a time
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like if we're all just 3 happen to be walking by the trailer and be like, "Hey, you want to sit down for a second?"
Yeah. We can just sit there, chill, eat some food.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They're,
Hey,
yeah.
I know you. Yeah.
There is that like food stand just to the west of us where they actually have Domino's pizza down there.
Oh yeah, I'll be at Bikeman, so
Yeah, I'll be there too.
You and Katie will be a bikeman.
yeah.
She'll love
Hey,
that.
These are the guys that make the clutch covers. I'm gonna go talk to them for a little bit.
You can sit here.
Yeah, just sit there.
But classics sleds. I'd say.
We're back to this. Okay.
Well, I didn't get to say mine.
Yeah, true.
That I would think like
So mine were 04 Rev, Firecat, and any Polaris XC.
See, and that's kind of exactly what mine would be too. Like if you were just doing ditch racing and you wanted like probably the best riding, like more modern sled, it'd be that 04 Rev 600. Not the most reliable, somewhat, but or I did see a really nice 02 ZR 600 cross country pop up on Facebook. Those are sweet sleds.
Yeah.
Dad said they're slow though. He said F5 Firecat would keep up with it.
Yeah, but that's just Firecat, you know.
True.
They're fast. But if you put like that thing next to like a XC600,
Yeah.
you know, same playing field, I'd say.
So everything's slower than an F5. It sounds like.
Well, F5s are like 105 horsepower.
I thought they were like 115.
No, I think 105. I think.
I don't know about that.
Look it up.
Because like your 2000 XC SP 500 was like 115.
I thought those were like 105, 110 as well too.
The 99s were, I think, and then 2000 was like 115. I'm pretty sure.
See, if we had the budget, I'd be the one looking this up on the laptop on the screen.
And then the 2000 XC 600.
03 to 06 F5s were 105 horsepower.
That seems inaccurate.
It's Google though.
Yeah, but like how fast you can make one of them things go.
Oh, true.
You know?
Yeah, my dad said he had his at like 107 or something on the radar gun, and then he blew a belt and over-revved the engine, and he said it was never the same after that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Sad. That was a sad story.
Sad.
Because it was the fastest sled he had, and then
his
at the
04
time,
F6 went faster than that. So,
but for the F, whatever.
yeah, that was a cool year. I wish they would kind of kept going with that. Everybody ran 500s.
Yeah, and if Polaris would have known that, like their 2000 Gen 2, with the 500, are really fast compared to like the Edge chassis that what everybody was racing.
Yeah, the 45th anniversary sleds.
Yeah.
Yep. Those were sweet. That'd be another sled. Like, I can't remember.
That's a sleeper sled that not many people know about.
Oh, yeah.
But they're...
The one that you had?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that thing was badass.
Yeah. That's another thing. I just talked to a Bubba Ness in the gas station the one morning, and he's sending me a few sleds on Facebook Marketplace, and I said, if I was rich, you would not believe the like building of sleds I would have.
Mm-hmm.
I'd literally have like 100 sleds in there.
Yeah.
It'd
be pretty easy to do.
Like I just sent you that 99 XCR 440.
Yeah.
In the Gen 2 chassis.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because they only made those for half a year and then they switched to the Edge.
Yeah, they made them or whatever, but the race sled was an Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this was just a production sled.
Yeah.
But they didn't make very many of them. They're sweet.
That is a sweet sled. That'd be one to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are you smiling at, bro?
Just about what I would buy if I was rich.
What would you
just
buy?
not snowmobiles and shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, I'd start buying old cars like right away. I'm pretty sure I would.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a big car guy, dude.
Do you like these TikToks I send you of people of body workers?
Body works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of what, like first time spraying a door and they're just
No,
spraying
just
and just runs?
No, just body work.
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay.
removing dents and whatnot. Like I watch them and I'm like, wow, this is what Kyle does?
Yeah.
Good,
Then he
pretty-
sends it to me.
As if you don't do enough of that at your day job.
It's pretty neat though, isn't it?
Like, do you watch them and like, do you watch them at all and like see something like, oh, I guess I didn't think of doing it that way or something.
We're like,
or-
oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
There's just so many different ways to
Yeah.
do it.
Sure.
So like, yeah, it's neat seeing everybody's tools, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like seeing, but some of them are so specialized that like
You're never gonna use one of those things.
so you're not going to use it twice.
Yeah,
But you're
true.
still going to spend however much money on something you're going to use one time. So that's kind of like, it's cool to see how they work and stuff, but I don't want to spend that money on doing it that way.
Shout out Josh Gerbrat. He won the RM Fantasy.
Did he?
MX.
So he wins a hat.
Or an honorable mention.
Oh, what the hell?
Just kidding.
Why are you honorable mention?
No. Just that
We're not giving out hats.
We'd mentioned him during the show since he already
yeah.
wears hats. But shout out Josh. He was actually 90th in the country.
Holy shit!
Top 100 in the country
That's crazy.
Damn, that's wild.
of RM Fantasy MX.
Damn.
Are you Winnie Goops?
Yep.
Oh, you got second. Cool. 2,600 you got.
Over in the nation.
Yeah.
Holy crap! That's how much better Josh is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Top 100.
2,600 is pretty good.
It is still
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
good.
exactly. But holy shit.
Dad got third,
Nice.
3,900th. Shout out Ree. Ree got fourth.
Cool.
My screenshot here, I cannot see Ree's position. I got fifth,
Mm-hmm.
9,400.
Yeah.
And then ALR sixth, Tori seventh, Jacob Eaton in eighth, Hunter ninth, and Jeremy Groshon 10th. So top 10 of our fantasy MX.
Nice.
So pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was something else I had to shout out here. Orion Bozek's IndyCar team got a podium this weekend.
Nice.
I think it was that team's first podium. So shout out Orion. I thought that was pretty cool. I seen he posted that. We forgot to bring up fantasy with ALR and Dustin.
Yeah, they're going to get, I'm going to get smoked.
My team, I'm projected to win the championship.
What are you talking about?
Fantasy football.
Fantasy football. Oh, okay. Yeah, we could have brought it up with those guys. They're in it with us.
They're in the league.
Son of a
I should've
gun.
brought it up. Damn
Yeah,
it.
I'm projected to do pretty bad.
I haven't even looked at my projections. I have no idea
It
what I'm
should
going
have
to
sent
do.
you an email.
Yeah,
That's how I seen it.
Yeah.
And
I'll look it up after this.
I got the email or whatever. It was like, congrats, you're going to finish around mid-pack. And I was like,
Congrats.
mid-pack? And then I looked at it. I was like, try close to last.
What was your draft grade?
I think it was like a D.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can look at it.
I forgot to bring up ALR if he was vlogging this weekend. I forgot to bring that up.
I couldn't find it right away, so I'll look up after we're done.
How long are we going, Brody?
Hour and 58.
Holy cow.
Mm-hmm. Normal show where we say quick show, and it's never a quick show.
Yeah.
It's always a 2-hour show, 2.5 hours. We can't. It's weird when I listen to podcasts and they're only an hour. It's like you barely talked about anything. It was an hour-long conversation, and it's like, yeah.
Huh. We're going to have Mandy's been smoking a pork roast for about 8 hours today. So we're going to have some pulled pork sandwiches for supper. Pretty stoked.
Yeah, not me. I'm looking forward to like a bowl of cereal or something.
You can come over and have some pulled pork sandwiches if you want, Kyle.
That's all right. I got to go see my kid. It's good to hang out with her
do dad stuff.
Dad stuff. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Did you find your draft grade? Mine was an A.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. I
I'm
don't.
projected to go 14-1.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I'm pretty stoked.
I'm going to have to do some work.
Yeah. If anybody plays fantasy football, I don't play it actually that much, but the first time playing it with you guys was last year. So
I don't know. I can't find it. I gotta look. I gotta dig deep. I don't want to be interrupting the show with me staring at my phone.
sure. Okay.
Anyway, that was a good show.
Yeah.
Good
I'd say
call-ins.
so. The see you at Heyday's episode.
Pumped for Heydays, and then you wanna one more
Do
shout out.
do you want to read it, Brody?
No, I'm good. I suck at reading.
You're not a reader.
I am just reading a book though, so but that's in my mind. So
Oh, I did get a B.
Oh,
in the draft grade.
That's better than what you thought.
Yeah.
What are you going 8-8 then, or what?
Oh, 3-12.
3-12.
holy
Oh,
shit!
God.
Yeah. I think I'm doing better than that.
They're so wrong.
Oh yeah.
I hope not.
It all depends on
Colin
what actually happens in the
Last
game.
year he was projected to win every single game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like right now, they claim the Chiefs' defense is going to do better than the Minnesota Vikings defense is going to do better than the Chiefs.
There's no way.
No, I don't see that happening. So it was telling me to optimize my picks. I was like, I'm going to go with the Chiefs to start with. But
Neighbor.
doing burnouts out in front of your yard.
No,
Brody.
they're not. That's just my neighbors.
You got some crazy neighbors.
He's pretty cool.
Do you think they listen to the podcast?
No, I don't think anyone in town knows that we do a podcast in this garage.
Tanner's wife at Drew's does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I went in there to get some pizza. She's
That
like,
makes sense.
How's the podcast doing?
Yeah.
It's like, good.
You know. But no, like none of the people in the area that live here, like they're not thinking like, oh yeah, it's Sunday. They're doing the podcast in that garage.
I told you we got to put a big live sign outside.
Yeah.
I should take down them butterflies.
It was kind of funny. So like my reunion was this summer or whatever over the 4th, and showed up to like my class reunion.
Yeah.
They were like, we're best friends, and then like somebody had said, "How's the podcast?" And they were like, "You're on a podcast?" I was like, "Yeah," and then I just kind of, and then they went on about what the podcast is about. So yeah,
Really?
yeah, I'm just
celebrity.
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah, that's
that-
another thing they were talking about. Oh, yeah, I forgot to bring that up. So, what
the hell?
Brian Caron, who races on the East Coast,
oh yeah.
I see him posting in the New York, the East Coast race circuit all the time, the NEXC stuff,
Yeah.
And here he lives in Ballston Spa, where I used to live.
Oh,
Last
really?
weekend, we brought it up that I used to live in Ballston Spa.
Yeah.
Yep, Brian Caron lives in Ballston Spa.
Oh really? He was the one that asked that clutching question last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Like, we have a show and people listen to it, and one guy, and Ballston Spa is a pretty small town. It's not like massive, so it was pretty neat.
Oh yeah, it's wild to think about.
Like,
that we're actually doing
24-hour drive.
We're doing a podcast and people actually listen to it. It's
where I
weird
used to
think
live
about.
in New York, and like however far from what we're doing here.
Mhm.
Yeah, somebody lives there that listens.
Freaking wild.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thanks for all the listeners. It's freaking wild.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think if they, seen where we come from, how many people live in this town? 800?
No, it's
in Clearbrook here. It's like 500.
Yeah.
And then Gonvick is like 300.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Bagley is 1,500.
yeah, we have one stoplight in the county.
In the county, there is one stoplight.
Yeah, and it's kind of unnecessary.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just dividing the two highways that go through this county.
Yeah, you could replace it with a mediocre
And
roundabout.
And the highway is just, it's not a highway. 92.
No,
Highway 2 is a highway, but 92 is just a road.
Yep.
Yeah. It's pretty, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
It's nice though. It's nice and
it's
quiet.
nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
So you can run your 12-mile runs and just not be bothered at all by traffic or
No, not really.
12 miles you're doing now?
Oh yeah, that was last Friday. That was pretty good.
What about this Friday?
This Friday I'm working, and so I'm kind of screwed on a long run this week
Why are you having to work this Friday?
because I didn't work tomorrow.
Oh, geez, for silly.
Yeah.
I got an idea. You could run the swap meet.
What like
The
at,
30 acres?
Run the whole swap meet.
Why don't you just run tomorrow then?
Well,
You're
I'm
not
going
working.
to, but then we're doing something at Grandma Wanda's
Oh.
at 1, and then I got volleyball tomorrow too.
I
So
see.
like,
So yeah, Brody, you are missing a volleyball tournament to go to Heydays.
yes,
I felt kind of bad, but I told you it was totally your
it's-
decision.
yeah, totally my decision. But yeah,
So you're going Heydays.
we're going to Heydays, motherfuckers. I was looking forward to doing the Heydays thing.
Yeah.
And
Also
so-
looking to kick butt at volleyball.
Oh yeah, the volleyball. Obviously, that was going to be a fun time, but
Yeah,
this kind of trumps it. So
sure. But
anyway,
All right.
okay. Again, thanks to Mike Brudos and Brudos Spray Foam Insulation. Give him a call for all your spray foam insulation needs at 608-632-4454.
awesome. Yeah,
We'll be
thank you.
Be plugging him at Heydays too.
Yeah.
Hell
Hopefully
yeah.
we'll meet him at Heydays too.
That would
Yeah,
be cool as
so-
hell. Awesome. Yeah,
yeah.
that would be awesome.
Put a face to the name.
Uh-huh.
So, all right, we'll see you all at Heydays this weekend.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
See you there.
See ya.